Trying to describe what it's like to drink on naltrexone following the Sinclair method for alcohol use disorder. It's something that I've always struggled, even as a coach and success story in this space. I've struggled to put it into words because it's one of those things that you have to experience for yourself to understand what it feels like. And let me explain what I mean. So when I had alcohol use disorder for nearly 10 years, I did not know what it would feel like to have an off switch around alcohol. Usually for me, 1 or 2 drinks would just lead to a binge drinking session. I would try to control it sometimes, but it was usually really difficult and just annoying, and I failed at it a lot of the time. I really just wanted to be able to drink like I wanted to drink. Like I wasn't one of those people that would just have a glass or 2 of wine and be able to stop. It would be really difficult for me to stop. And I remember clearly feeling like once I would finish that second glass, if I was trying to moderate, I would be like annoyed at the fact that I couldn't drink the way that I wanted to. So I remember when I first learned about naltrexone and the Sinclair method and the fact that it could really give someone an off switch or just more control over alcohol, I was like, how is that even possible? And how can I try this out? And once I started on the medication, like for many people, the results were not immediate, but I did start to see these little glimpses into what it might feel like to have control when I drank alcohol. And it was like, I would have maybe a few alcoholic drinks, maybe 2 or 3 or even 4, especially in the beginning. And what happened is I would just lose interest in another drink. It was like I would almost be repulsed at the idea of having another drink. And the way I often describe this to people is like, if you go out for a big piece of chocolate cake and it's super rich and sweet and you enjoy it and you eat it all, but if the waiter brought you another one, you'd be like, no, that sounds kind of gross. That is one way that I can describe what it feels like to have this off switch around alcohol. And really, that's how our brain should be working when we drink. And that's how people, when people don't have alcohol use disorder, that's what it's like for them. They kind of have a couple drinks and they get the euphoria from alcohol, but having more than that is kind of repulsive. They've hit their peak indulgence of it, if you will. And that's what naltrexone can do for the majority of people who go on this medication, follow it correctly, following the Sinclair method. They can start to experience a genuine and, it's not exactly natural because you are using a medication to get there, but it feels like an organic, natural off switch around drinking to where you have a few drinks and you just feel satiated. You don't want more than that. So just wanted to share that with you guys today. If you're new to the Sinclair method, check out the link in my bio for more resources or all my other videos here.